Hello, everyone. I've returned. All right, we're gonna do some more of this chromatic cube. Forgive the fan in the background. It's my AC. It's very hot, even though it is late. But yeah, we're gonna play another round of this and see if we can crush or get crushed. I love cube, and I'll do it till the day I die. I love doing the cube. Um, yeah, so hopefully we have some fun here. Reminds me, I think I have a vintage cube started that I didn't finish, but it might be over. I have no idea. I'll have to check it out later. Alright, we're waiting on two people. Oh! Hello! I came back, doing this last little bit here. Hopefully you're having a good day. Oh. Let's see how well we do on this cube draft. Ooh, Lyra, Dongbringer. Torrens, Fist of the Angels. Man, green-white would be a real fun deck to build in this format. I feel like I have to take Lyra if I was going to do that and hope to wheel the Torrens. That'll probably wheel, don't you think? Alright, we'll do the Dawnbringer. I think this is a pretty powerful card to start with. Let's see. The banner would be fine in this deck. There's also a caravan here. Caravan seems interesting with Lyra. The banner seems interesting too. I'm going to hope to wheel one of these. I'm going to take the Finale of Glory, maintaining the powerful white cards here. This card is very strong. Just doing it, if you can do it for 5 mana, you get 6 power on board with Vigilance. It's pretty strong. Basically, I just drafted another 5-drop that's kind of flexible. On 4, it's just a regular card. But everything past 4, it becomes better. Pretty aggressively costed here. Okay. I definitely want to be in green. I want to play green-white. This is legendary. This is not. It's either I take the Visionary or I take the Hydra here. I think these two cards are good, but they're not what we're looking to play. Vicious Hydra. Or Voracious Hydra. I like the flexibility of this card as well over the Jukai Visionary, and I think this might wheel. So I'm just going with the Hydra here. Okay, that's a fun card here. Toski, a good way to draw cards. Blade Splicer, very good. Icing Death, interesting. I think Blade Splicer is probably the best of the 3 cards we're looking at. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the Blade Splicer. That Ephemerate might wheel. I don't know how many people are going to be in the white deck. But we want to keep ourselves open. I'm going to put the X-Spells over here. Because they're definitely not there. Okay, cool. Faber Boulder. The green-white is open, it looks like. Sort of. A lot of good blue and black cards there. Let's see. Finale of Glory. Gosh, this card is really fun. It's the tokens deck all in one. And then there's Voracious Hydra. This is another card that's really good. Like I think it's well costed for what it can do. And it can be very powerful. So far, I like all the cards that I get to play here. Lyra Dawnbringer. This card actually pulls its weight this format. Because removal's scarce, and you really don't want to just die to things. Okay, this pack is interesting. I like the Planeswalkers, and I think we should take this one. I think this is a good card. Mikaeus is also very strong. And Commando would be a fine card, and Mentor of the Meek would be great. But definitely getting good Planeswalkers, and this will solidify our green, letting our opponents know that green is not available when it gets to me. This pack's a little unfriendly. Um, we could take Kiora here. This is kind of a mana ramp. It's good with Feybarrow Elder, Burrow Elder, but it's also good with like some of the bigger mana rocks, the ones that produce two. We did pass a Hedron, but there are other ones. So I'm going to take the Kiora. Not happy about the pick, but I'll definitely take it here. Okay. Fate Fetters would have been fine. I think this is one of the weaker removal spells in white. But Gilded Goose, great card. Mana Dork, it's definitely something we're looking for. Let's see. There's the Sprite. Rick rolled. Okay. Oh, wow. Alright, there was a card in this pack that I thought might wheel, but it didn't. We'll take Emergent Sequence. I think this is fine. It's a mana dork at this point, and I'm not going to be too embarrassed. We could take Ultimatum, but yeah, we'll just take the Emergent Sequence. This gives us it's basically a mana dork, essentially what it's going to do for us, which is fine. You definitely want mana. When you're playing the green decks, what gives green the advantage is the mana ramp. This pack is kind of picked over for what it is. I'll just take the Thicket. We'll definitely run this. It's a nice cycle land. It can produce green, and it's okay on turn one. So, kind of bricked here on this pack. We'll take the Volumachus. We're definitely not going to run it, but we'll take it. Okay, there's a Stomping Grounds here. We can kind of like limp into red if we want to with that. We could also take the Falco Spera. This card is not bad. It's not great. Yeah, we'll, you know what? I'll just take the Stomping Ground. I think it's just an easier call. All right, we did get the Hedron Archive, which is kind of nice with our Kiora. Yeah, we'll take this Mana Fixer in Freebooter. Okay. All right, there's the Ori. This was the card I was thinking of with Kiora. It's kind of nice to have that. Kiora is also good with Captain Sisay. Right now, we can only hit Lyra, Garrick, and Kiora with the Captain Sisay. So there's a little bit of synergy there where we can tutor up the Kiora, play it, untap, tutor up something else. That's kind of neat. There's also Touched by the Spirit Realm, which is good. There's also the Ugin. I like Ugin. The Storm the Festival is probably neat too. Storm the Festival seems pretty powerful, actually, if I think about it for a little bit here. I could also take the Chromatic Orrery seems pretty strong with our spell. Huh. You know what? I'm going to take the Orrery here. I think this will actually be a pretty fun card for us to have. The amount of X spells we have. Alright, in the corner of my eye, I see that Mana Dork. I'm probably going to just take that. Want to make sure we get as many of these as we can get. I think Beast Whisperer would have been a fine card to pick here. Also the Vizier. Hopefully that wheels. And then there's Champion Aronis. There's a couple cards here that I hope to get. But we're going to definitely take the Mana Dork. We want that for our deck. Okay. Renin 7's fine. I like Sanctuary Warden. That card's really powerful. Also complements our other angel we take. There's also Divine Visitation. Right now, we can only make 2 kind of counter tokens right now. There's Nelia, a Ninth of the Dryer Hunt, which is fine. But you could also take Mothra. Mothra would be okay here, too. I think I'm going to just take the... Yeah, I'm going to take Sanctuary Warden. I just like that card. It's a nice card to ramp into. Okay, Gala Greeters. I think this is a fine pickup here for us. We do have creatures. This can create treasure tokens. Kind of get us where we want to go. It would be interesting to play the pool of various growth, because you can just discard a card, X mana, random creature with X value. That's pretty interesting, honestly. I've never played with this card. Um, mm, it's very interesting. It's kind of like a roll the dice, kind of. I'm just going to take Gala Greeters. I know I'm going to play that card. That other card is kind of weird. Okay, we're kind of like railroaded into this Welcome Vampire. It's a good card. We have plenty of creatures that will trigger it, so I think it'll be a fine card to take here. Okay, Giant Killer. There's a Scattered Groves, Paradise, not playable. There's a yeah. We'll take the Paradise here. We'll take another creature. It plays well with the Welcome Vampire. It's just another mana ramp source, and we want as many of those as we can get our hands on. Our opening turns need to be pretty awesome. Here is an unfortunate pack for us. Not really looking for any of these. We could take the Black Microt Tycoon. We do have 2 red-green lands. That might be the pick. I do like Into the Royal. And Volo's Guide to Monsters. That'd be a little good if we had... We don't have that many creatures with... Yeah, I'll take the Black Market Tycoon. It's a possibility we play red. Okay. Evangel's very good, and Visionary is very good. Man. I think Evangel can definitely open up us going wide in a lot of games. And the more mana we have, the more of these we can make. And then Visionary is a mana dork, so we're just going to take the Evangel here. I think that's the right pick. So we Captain Sisay, and we have Storm the Festival. So we have like no-goes here on the Storm the Festival, but everything else is fair game. I think I want to take the Captain Sisay though. Yeah, we have a few legendaries that are actually cool to get. Beast Whisperer, exactly the type of card we want for this deck. That's kind of cool. Alright, we get another legendary here, which is fine. This can definitely put us in a position where we can just win the game with some of our cards. Like making this have double attack power. Alright, we might get to play with the pool. That'd be kind of cool. And then we'll just take Jax. Jax is a good reason to be in red. No, Palladium Mirror is good. See, Palladium Mirror plus Cure is also good. So we have a few cards that actually... Fade Barrel, Palladium Mirror, and the Archive are all kind of cool cards to double tap. Plus the Orrery, if we can get that into play. I think our deck is lacking on win cons. Oh, wow, okay. Finale of Devastation. And there's a Llanowar Elves? Wow. What are we at on... We're at 15 creatures and 7 spells. Man, Llanowar Elf would definitely make this deck fire on all cylinders. Man, Final Destination, though, would be pretty nuts to have, too, in our deck. Finale of Devastation. I think I'm going to take the Llanowar Elves over the Destination. I just think this is a better card for our deck. Oh, yeah, Karuga. And there's a Wandering Emperor. I'll take Karuga here. We definitely want a finisher, and this is a really strong one to get. Powerful. We'll put that over here. So, right now, this is what our deck will look like. We took so many mana ramp sources that we're really good on lands, so 16 lands are going to be easy for us to play. Ooh, Mirari's Wake. Okay, that's another card that's really fun. It is going to take away from our creatures, but it's quite good. And so is Ronus. Ronus would be a nice card for our deck, too. I mean, most of our Banadorks are pretty lame, though. Like, aggro-wise. I think Mirari might just be a little bit better for our deck. Yeah, we'll take that here. I'm probably going to cut Gala Greeters. I think I'd rather have the pool over the Gala Greeters. So we'll cut that. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. Ooh, okay, now this is a really good card to get. God of Ketra. That'll go right into our deck. That's really awesome. This is exactly the type of card I was hoping to get. Right. And it's another card we can tutor with Captain Sisay. Let's see. All right, bye. We're gonna cut the growth here. We don't need that. Okay. This pack's a little lame. I'm gonna take the Shaman. This is probably the better card out of all the cards here. We're not gonna play any of these other ones, so we'll just take that. I hope nobody else was trying to play this deck, because that does kind of make it tough. This is more of a late game card. Okay. The War Chef is fine. We're going to just take the duel. Well, maybe it would be better just to take the Cycle Land. Yeah. I'll just take the Cycle Land here. It's better. Yeah, we'll take another duel. Just making sure our mana's good. I think that's fine here. Join the Dance. Inscription. Inscription seems like it'd be a fine card for our deck to have an option to. And Join the Dance is fine. I think we'll take the Inscription. And we'll figure out exactly how we want to build our deck. How it's going to play. We got a Temple Garden, which was nice. I was hoping for that to wheel. We got another Mana Dork we can take here. I'll take it and I'll put it in the deck. Oh, right. Nice. God Eternal Ronus came back to us. Okay. Our deck's going to be interesting to build. The Chitterfang is actually pretty good. It's a pretty strong card. Not exactly in the token deck, though. So we're essentially at what we want to play in our deck. We're just going to have to figure out exactly what we want to do. We might want to lean more towards the heavy creatures aspect. We don't need that. Okay. We certainly can't play 15 lands, I don't think. Maybe we could. I don't know. Whew. I hate yawning so much. $17 lands, probably not going to do that. We just have so much mana acceleration. We might not. I think we're going to cut the Orrery here. It's just not as necessary with the Mirari's Wake. Mirari's Wake will definitely be a blessing. It was nice that it came to us so late. It's really cool that we get to play with both the Eternal Ronus and Eternal Ketra. And we have really powerful cards here, I think. So, and we have ways to tutor up Kogala and our 3 bombs here we have. We're looking to just cut 1 card from this. The Dire Hunt will be interesting. I'll be really happy to see this. Yeah, I think this card will be really cool in our deck. We have 2 creatures that fight, which is kind of neat when they enter. And the finale will be interesting. It could probably be one of these. I'll just get rid of the Emergent sequence. I don't think we need that. We have plenty of other Mana Dorks here. And the Evangel's more of like a... At worst, it's a 4-drop. But it can be anywhere in the game where it's going to be pretty strong for us. Yeah, okay, now we can fix our mana. I'm going to cut these. So I'll play the cycle lands because they're good to have in a deck. That's not really want, like if we top deck them, we're going to want to have the option to throw them away. And then we can just put some of our basics in. And we're going to go with the fancy lands because they're fun. The plains. Because I earned them. I had to play in that event. That was long ago. I want to make sure I have plenty of green. It looks like I'm going to have ample amounts of green. My kitty underneath me right now. She wants attention. I'll have to give her some. I think I'm going to play... Yeah, this should be fine. That gives me 5 and 8 plains, and then 7, 11 green sources. We're going to put the cycle lands more like over here, because we kind of don't want to play them if we can help it. They're just there if we have to absolutely play them. They're nice to have as ways to just go through our deck. And since a majority of our cards are mana dorks, I think we're going to have a pretty good time here being able to cast our spells on time. Now, we can't cast non-creature spells with this card, so we will have to keep that in mind. But its other ability might actually come into play and draw in extra cards, because a lot of our creatures are really different. Like, I think we have a couple druids. We only have the one vampire. We do have a couple of humans. But I think this card says that whenever you cast a spell, a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature in your deck. So we have a Thopter here we could play. Gilded Goose is a bird. I think that's the only bird we have. So we have a few ways to draw cards. We have a couple zombie gods, so that's kind of neat. And an angel, singleton angel. One Hydra, one ape. Well, we have 2 angels, so interesting. And the key word here is that a creature card that's in your library. So if we already have an angel in our hand, and we cast another one, we'll draw a card. So it's kind of neat. We'll see how this goes, and yeah, let's name the deck. I'll name it after my friend, in a way. Their favorite archetype is this. Definitely a deck that I could see my friend playing. Alright, we're a little lacking on the 2-drops, but I think we'll be fine. If we have to play this on turn 2, so be it. This deck looks great. It looks like we're going to have a good time. Hopefully our opponents aren't playing anything too powerful, so we can have a nice grindy games of Magic. That's what we're looking to do, grind against our opponents. Go a little fast, so we definitely have to mulligan hands that don't have a mana dork in it. With 5 in our earlier spots, we should be fine. Yeah. This hand's a bit slow on the play. I do kind of like it. I mean, our first play is going to be Kiora, which is kind of medium. Actually, pretty poor. If they're aggressive at all, they'll probably easily take care of it. So yeah, I think we're gonna mulligan. We want. Yeah, this is much better. A little wonky because of our mana, but it's fine. We're gonna bottom the Evangel, because I'd rather do that. Okay, that's kind of cool. We got a Paradise Ornithopter. We draw green. We're gonna play these 2. Otherwise, I'm just gonna drop the Thopter here. Oh, nice. Okay, we did. If only we could have had that last turn. I'm probably going to drop down the Captain Sisse next turn, unless they don't let us attack. They might have a counterspell or hold up removal here. It looks like they're going to go for the counterspell route. If that's the case, I'm just going to play a land and drop down a Paradise Druid. Or Paradise... we'll just sit back. I can make another food here. Probably do that instead of cycle. Wrinkle. Interesting. Alright. We'll probably let that hit us. They'll make a sacrifice, which is interesting. But that's par the course. Maybe we don't... I guess we can not take the damage to give them any more advantage. Because we're going to have to sacrifice anyways. So we might as well play. I think we'll block with the bird, or with the goose, then. Because they'll probably make a sacrifice, because they get to sacrifice the token. And we'll make a food here. Because having the life later in the game, I think will actually matter a little bit. And preventing the damage from the rankle is fine. Yeah. Okay, so now we have a Blade Slicer. We can play this. Or we can play Blade Splicer. No, I think getting down Sisay is good. And we'll play our land and pass. Now, I'm probably up to blocking here. Just so we don't take another damage and we just gain the life back. They might tap out this turn to kill our Sisay. Or our bird. With a removal spell. I was really hoping to not play against anything like you know, kind of jukey. But this deck is interesting. They are playing all 5 colors. They could definitely slam something with Wooburg, which would be pretty bad for us. And there it is. This could be bad. I don't know. I mean, they have some low-end stuff, too. Alright. Now they get to put this on the stack. But I know my creature's gonna die. And because I know that, it's the same thing of these two cards. This card is. And since I don't have to worry about my Sisay dying, I can actually go get something good for me. That might be able to stand up against this, so we'll do that right now. Now, I am missing a mana, so I would have loved to have gotten Kolgula here. That would have been really nice to get. I could go get Kiora and tutor for a card. Yeah, Kolgula would be so nice in play right now. I think here we're just going to get Lyra. I think that's a pretty good card to get. And because I drew this, I'm just going to play my land tapped and pass the turn. Yeah, Palladium Mirror, that's not that scary. I'm going to force a removal out of their hand. I hope they don't have one. It's quite possible they don't, seeing as how they are playing a slew of spells. Wrinkle's been kind of bad news for us, but, you know. Okay, I'll take that. It would have been much worse if they could have landed that on their Wrinkle. That was a mistake, because I get to gain life here. Yeah. Probably just draw Kolgula. That's pretty nuts. We do have a human in play, but we're kind of missing mana to, like, indestructible kill their guy. So we have a couple plays we could make here. We could set up for the future. I think that's something we could do. I think that's probably right. We go get Kiora. We play our key. What if we tap 1, 2, 3, 4? Play our key. Untap the key. No, we can't do all that. I will tap the elf, though, to cast this. And then we'll play Kiora. And we'll untap the key here. Which will bring out our Blade Splicer. Okay, they're going to make something indestructible. That's not good for us. Probably the Apex. I mean, that'd probably be the best card to do it with. Now, we're in a rough spot, because that's not good for us. However, we do have Kogla to take out their soul. Especially if they tap. Oh my gosh. Now they're getting to do everything they want. Man, this is getting rough for us. It's not looking good. Okay. Yeah, that was probably always going to die. Now they can trigger this, which is fine. They get a free sacrifice. We have to eat her. We're going to just lose our Blade Splicer here. Because we need our elf. Or maybe not lose our Blade Splicer. Because we can bounce Blade Splicer back to our hand with Kogla. I think Captain Sisay's done its job. Yeah, we'll get rid of this Sisay here. Because we drew the Kogla, and that's what we wanted to draw with it. We tap this for mana. Going for green. Oh, wait, we don't want to do that. We'll Z it. We'll attack first. We want to attack with our 3/3. Because we want to get damage in. And then we kill the soul here. They're going to bounce something to our hand. Yeah, we're probably not going to win this game. Based on the board. Yeah. Man, I really want to scoop it up here. But I'm going to play it out. The thinly veiled chance that we have at winning this game is very thin. But we will take out their soul here, because it's going to do the most damage. Because they can pump this, and now they can bounce my Kogla to my hand. I'm going to play my land, because having more land is good. And we will pass here. By them passing this, okay. Alright. Okay. Was not expecting that. That's alright. I get to keep this in play, which means I get to attack with it. Wow. This is everything. I gotta give them the nice. That's looking mighty fine of them. I'm gonna give them the angel of approval. Okay. I will gain 3 life here. When they put that on the stack. If they get a free sacrifice, yeah, we'll do that. We'll eat our elf here. We don't need it anymore. It served its purpose. Yeah, we'll lose our guy. Sure. I guess we'll tap the... I don't really think there's anything I can get at this point that could win us the game other than the Evangel. And even then, we're still... That won't win us the game. Yeah, we really don't have anything that could just win the game on the spot. So we'll just tap this. Do as much fun things as we can do in one turn. Mirari's Wake will allow us to do that. We will attack with our Titan. Well, destroy their Kami War. Okay, well, then I'm just going to bounce my guy to my hand. And we will play our planes. That way we can hold up the indestructible on their turn, just in case they want to do something silly in the turn. Yeah, they got to have their fun. I think this is exactly what they wanted to do. And we got to do some of our stuff. Woof. Jeez. It's crazy the kind of thing that they got to do because of the 5 colors. They were splashing wrinkle in this list. Oh, yeah, they're going off. They're going to hit something, maybe? Oof, another dragon. Yeah, yeah. They got us. They got us. We got one creature we can actually do. We can first strike this. And then we will die in the air. Alright, I don't want to forget the GGs and let them get us. They got to do everything. I don't think they're going to get games like that every time, but they got to do it to us. That's fine. We get to see what our deck can do, and I think our deck can do quite a bit, but not against what they just did to us. What they did to us was a clinic on why Wooburg is powerful when you can apply it every turn. Like, every turn, actually. And they had a really solid 1-2 punch play, which was really cool. We are on the play this time. This hand is also still pretty slow. We're really needing our mana dorks, so we're going to try to mulligan to that. We did. We got there. I think we want to keep our Blade Splicer. I mean, this isn't the best mana dork in the world. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bottom the Oketra because we could tutor for it. And I think we're going to try to set up ourselves for two foods. So next turn we're just going to make a food. Once we draw a dork. We did not. And I'll just do this now. Make a food. And then we can play Captain Sisse the following turn. And if they kill our guy, then we just play our Blade Splicer. They did not. Oh, do have to select one. So hopefully they just play something on the board. Okay. Alright, so we got a mana dork. But I'm going to get a Kiora here. And we're going to do the trick that we set ourselves up to do. Untap our Captain Sisse. And we'll tutor again. We probably didn't have to do that, did we? I'm going to get Oketra. It's a pretty good card. We'll drop our land into play, and we will pass. Yeah, we definitely didn't need to do that. We could have held this up, and they couldn't attack us. Now they can get... I'll probably just let them do 2 damage to our Kiora. Yeah, or 4 damage to our... Oh, they didn't have enough white. That's unfortunate. Oh, and then they shame pass. Well, I feel bad for them, but them are the breaks here. I will go get a couple more permanents from our deck. I'll get Garrick on tap, and we will pass this time. So we're going to do things here. Our opponent seems a little unprepared for what they just happened. Yeah, you definitely need to look at your mana before you play a card, especially something like the Adversary. One of the lessons I like to get myself into, and I started teaching myself to get to every time, was to look at my board, look at my lands, figure out how much of each type I have, uh, and then look at my hand. And yeah, it takes a while to play like that, but that tentative type of playing will uh, basically even it will humiliate you into learning to adapt to it quickly, and then it'll sharpen and hone your skills at playing the game at a faster pace. I mean, people still get it wrong. Like, we will make a mistake. Like, this person could have been playing for years, and they just made a mistake. Thought they had another white source. I feel like they're kind of roping us because whatever happened to them. I feel bad for them, but that happens. It's magic. I'll just get this card. I'll play a Lana Wolf. I'll make a 4/4. Draw a card. Oh, that's disgusting. Sure, why not? Let's get another card. We'll go get Lyra. We can't play it. Okay. This is whenever we cast a creature spell. So we can go... Actually, we can play Lyra. We probably will. So we'll untap our forest, and we will play Lyra. I guess that's the name of the card. Draw another card. Then draw another card. And we'll have to discard. Yeah, okay. Yeah, our opponent has definitely checked out. They must not have a removal, or maybe they disconnected. Because I think black is actually one of the best colors in this format. I think black is the best color in this format. Provided you get the removal spells and some of the removal creatures. And I feel like that's why black is such a powerful color combination in this format. Yeah. Farewell, opponent. Oh, they're just... Yeah, they disconnected. The, the roping's telling me they disconnected. I'm just going to throw away our mana dork here. We no longer need it. Let's piss with the dragon. Make him mad. Oh yeah, he's getting irritated. I'm touching you. Touching your face. I, I wish it would just blow fire at us. That'd be cool. Alright. Oh, this is unfortunate. The content. The content. Why do people do this to me? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were pretty humiliated by when they cast the raise the alarm, and then the next turn play the adversary, and then not be able to pump it. That's pretty huge. Okay, yeah. Lesson learned. Alright. Alright. Let's go. We're up one game. I feel like we could have beaten most decks there. Even the black removal shell. Even that started... Let's say they had the thing. We would have struggled a little bit. I still think that we had a very powerful start. That we could easily have won that game. Like in black, I think there's only... I don't think Infernal Grasp is legal, but it might be. And with Infernal Grasp, there's only two drop spot removals in black, and then there's Murderous Rider. I think that's the 3-drop removal spell, plus then the sacrifice card. Oh, and no, there's also Chainer's Edict, and then the single black edict sorcery. Oh yeah, black has plenty of removal that could punish us. Oh, nice, we get to keep our opener, and we're on the play. I am excited. We're playing against Turner 5-1-2. We greet you. Alright. Okay. No lightning bolt. That's good. Black Market Tycoon, that's good. Alright, so we drew a land. We could... I think I just want to put this big creature into play. Because we can double its power and attack. Or we can play the Hedron Archive. And that gives us a ton of mana next turn, even if they kill our guy. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's a little better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we disconnect? No, we have access. Our game is crashing. Okay, close the program. And we will reopen it. I wonder what happened. Must have been a spike in the game. Okay, we're loading up. Sorry about that. Oof. That was weird. It's loading in now. We weren't... That was really fast reboot, so I don't know. Okay, we got our turn back. So we're playing our card. They went and did the same thing we did. We have... So we can play Lyra, and we can play the Vampire. So we'll do that here. We're probably going to use this Cycle Land to get something else from our deck, especially if we top deck a land here. Well, that's right, the Caryatid is also another card that can untap and produce 2. D-Spark, that's pretty bad for us. Not what we wanted. Now, Welcoming Vampire is good if we draw a Mana Dork, because then we can just draw a card off of it. Welcoming Vampire. I think this card's pretty good. It's good in this format because we can draw extra cards. And drawing extra cards is the best thing in Magic, so... They're having a tough go with this. They're definitely tasting the rainbow here. With the Wooburg. The Magic Rainbow. They do not like that. Maybe they just had the same glitch I had? No, they're touching their cards. They're giving this a long think. Oh no, that was me. Yeah, I think they just disconnected like we did. There must have been a big surge or something. Alright. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, yeah, I'll cast the Faber Elder here. Wait for our opponent to... Maybe I should have waited. I mean, getting these wins here is really not cool. Just because my opponents are disconnecting. Because our internet's really good, so I don't really know. And my computer's modem is pretty strong, so. The fact that there was a surge like that, and our last opponent kind of disconnected too. Very weird. Yeah, we drew a land here. That's good. I'm going to attack. I don't want to trigger this. Just in case it's going to cause problems. On the off chance that they have, like, a mass removal spell, I'd rather just pop this off and draw some cards. Oh, yeah. I like playing this green-white build. Well, those are the viewers. I'm happy you're here. Oh, man. I hit Mythic today. It was pretty sick. Oof. Now I'm at, like, top 40 rank. For draft, not for constructed, for those who don't know. My constructed, I'm in platinum right now. Or no, I'm gold tier. I gotta work to get back to platinum. Won't surprise me if they say there needs to be an update or something here. We're shutting down the servers. No? Okay. So we'll keep playing. You let me. There might be something going on with the alchemy boulders gate thing. There might be something broken and it's affecting the server. Because that's usually what happens. Some BS happens where a bunch of like combos are going off, locking down the game and crashing the game. It's crazy to think about that, but infinity is a hard thing to calculate for computers. Because it's we can't even contemplate the reality of infinity other than we accept that it exists. All right, this is a pretty good hand actually. I think because we wait to play the goose, because we can draw 2 cards off these, so we know we only have 1 bird in the deck and it's in our hand, and this is the only Myr in our deck, and our hand is kind of crappy, so we'll just pass here. Especially if they're blue. We definitely want to draw gas, and we just drew a land, which is lame. Ooh, cycle that guy. Yes. Yes, do that. I don't want to deal with creatures in the battlefield right now. Alright, and this is a citizen, so this is another card we can draw. Although I think we have druids in the deck still, so no, we won't draw there. We have another druid, but we still have... I know personally we have another druid that we can draw. So I'm going to start with playing a goose. A goose, and we will draw a card. Ooh, Evangel. I know we have another cleric in the deck too. And I'll just jam our Myr here, which will draw us another card. Nice. Mirari's Wake. I doubt this resolves, especially if they can counter a creature spell here. Yeah. We still can cast Mirari's Wake, which I might just try and do. Oh, looks like they're a little bit off on mana. If that's the case, I think we can do some setups here. I'm going to cast my elf, and then we'll cast a tree folk, and then we will attack for 1. Those just resolved, which was kind of nuts. I don't think negate's legal, or in the format. I don't think it is. They might be missing a color. It looks like they might be. That should have been my first telltale sign. They cast the assistant, scryed, bottomed the cards, and then drew a card. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of sad. I kind of wish I would have drawn that. This is my only vampire, so I can definitely cast that. Alright, I'm gonna just jam this. If it resolves, it resolves. It did. And then we'll cast the vampire here. And we'll attack for 3. And then we have the combo. Oketra plus Evangel. And they got a discard. Karn's Temporal Sundering. 3, 6, 8, 11 damage. Alright, I'm going to slap this down on the board. Tap, tap, tap. Usually this is an X spell, like a X spell, and we can pay it with because of our Mirari. Yeah, okay. Just a concession. Maybe they disconnected. I don't know. It's weird. I don't think it was a disconnection. I just think they didn't have anything they could do. Alright. I feel like we're robbing the rich right now. With 3 victories to 1 loss. And our first match of that loss was so bad. Got punched in the face with Wooburg mana. And really, that wasn't the problem. The problem was them going turn 2. I think it's a Jarl. That makes the 2/2 decay zombie. At the end step if you control none. And then they played Rankle on me. And I just had mana dorks and no other plays. And my hand started off really strong. And then that card just blew me out. Which then enabled them to just play slow, dirtily stuff. So, yeah, they got there. I'm going to keep this. This is a fine hand. We have a mana dork here. We have an interactive card. Plus we got another mana dork. We're on our road to victory. Incubation Druid. That's pretty good. Oh, man, what's better? I think Palladium Mirror is better, right? We'll definitely play Palladium Mirror here. Because if we can eat their Druid next turn, that'll probably work in our favor. Especially if they play something here. Yeah, they're ramping. We probably should just eat their Druid. We could ramp ourselves, though. They have something. Right, I'm going to play my green source. I'm going to think. Six mana. What do they do with 6 mana? They can play a Hedron Crate. If they play a Hedron, I'm not worried about that. I think just ramping at this point is fine. So we go mana, play this, make food. Pass. So next turn, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 mana ourselves, I think. Right? 8 mana. We have 8 mana next turn. I can math. We can set up for a real powerful finale. Okay, they're just going big mana. Attack? No. Hold up counterspell, probably. Actually, they kind of had to click through that. They didn't go directly into combat either. We can do this for 5? I think we do it for 5. If they have the counterspell, they have that counterspell. We just do it here. They don't. And we fight. Which takes their turn. We send a message. Kya! Now that gives us one more mana here, so that's 8, 9. We're so close to kicking this off for 10 mana. It'll be so good when we can. Alright, they're in a lot. We get to start attacking next turn. I mean, they do get to play a Beanstalk Giant that'll be pretty strong. They're targeting our Hydra. Do you want to kick that into my hand? Because I'm fine with it. I think they might have Into the Royal here. I think you can afford to take 5, possibly a little bit more damage. Oh, okay. Mana. Okay. So, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus, we can play the Paradise. Okay, we just attack for 5. Play our guy. We might... I could remove a counter from the Hydra. Yeah, I'll move it from the Hydra. So we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we top a deck, an untapped land, we get to kick our Finale of Glory. That sounds amazing. And we'll probably get an extra draw with this. Okay. I'm going to attack with my flyer. Move a counter from this. Did not draw one. I did, however, draw... I don't have a human. Okay, we take... But I think I have enough mana to play the Blade Splicer and bounce it back. Right? 1, 2, 3. Right here, that's 3. And then 6. And we do have enough. And, okay. Just gotta make sure we tap right. I think this is right. Just in case, I'll hold. Now we're short by 2. Okay, yeah, we got there. Woo! Our silly mana deck. Their mana deck was not as powerful as our mana deck was. Especially when we took away their big mana play. Alright, we are 4-1. Much better than my first my first videos. I drew very poorly. Kalita. It's a good hand. We got Paradise Druid, Ornithopter of Paradise. Not quite the birds that we all dream it was. We got the Goose. Ooh, green. Alright, they're playing green-white as well. which isn't bad. And they're playing red. I think I'm going to lead on the Caryatid. Yeah. I'm leaning on the Caryatid because I do want to be able to... Less likely for them to have the ETB, Destroy Target Artifact or Enchantment card. I really don't want to deal with that. Skyclave. We'll take one. Okay. We have a couple plays here. We can just play the Thopter, attack for one. Or, I think I'm just going to go with Garrick here. Make a token. And pass the turn. Now we have pressure. And that's 6 damage a turn. Which is pretty good. And if we rip a land, we can cast probably Oketra. But we could... Actually, we don't need to draw land. Oh, never mind. We do need to draw land. So, by plussing this next turn, that last turn, we could have gotten double mana here. We didn't really need to draw another land. But, yeah, see, they have Besiege You. Although that wouldn't have been that much of a punishment to go get a Plains. Okay. We did draw land. It did come into play tap, though. So we're just going to attack for 3. They'll mill themselves. It's a pretty safe block for them. Because their cards cost allows them to just do that. Alright. Need to pick a land. Okay, we'll play our land tapped. Oh. There's still a damage. Play our land tapped. Cast our card, and we will pass. So now we have 6 mana next turn. I think we just play Warden next turn then. They really didn't mill anything. They do have the ability to get back their Intervention, which is mediocre right now. We can also just play a bunch of tokens. I mean, I can't doubt anything, but... Wow. Let's play Shatter Skull Summon. That's actually one of the cards I was thinking they might have. Okay. Yep, I think we just play the Warden. We just play the Warden here. Remove a counter, draw a card. Token to play, enters tapped. Not attacking. So I'm probably not going to block with the Warden with a shield counter on it. Not while they have Peripheral's Intervention. And I can double block their 3/4 and then take 4 damage. Honestly though, if they do attack with their Discordant, I will block. And then I can block here and here and risk the removal spell. Okay. That was interesting. I mean, I get why they would do it. I don't have interaction with that card. At least I don't think so. Well, we do. Voracious Hydra would be a nice top deck. Or Kogla. Okay, Goldspan Dragon. That's pretty nuts. That card I'll probably block. Most definitely will block a Goldspan Dragon. We drew Kogla. Which is kind of nuts. We're single mana short from being able to... Wow. Okay. play a land. That's 6. We have 8 mana. No, we have 9 mana. Give my creatures vigilance and double their power. Alright, I'm just going to kill their visionary, I think. And then attack with the warden. I think I'm just going to attack with the warden here. I am not going... I'll decline the draw. I'm just going to kill their Jukai Visionary. Because that card's kind of problematic here. And I think they wanted to play it, and I feel like it was really greedy of them to play that. With just playing it into open removal. Okay. I will trade. Oh. That does not trade. Okay. They're attacking like this. There's something in their hand. What could it be? Okay, well, if it's a Wrath, I'm blocking like this. And this gives them all indestructible, right? No. 1, 2, 3, 10 mana. Sure. I'll play both my creatures here. So that's 10 damage. This is 14. They'll trade here. Which probably isn't the worst idea. I can kill a treasure. That's probably right. Kill the treasure. That's indestructible. And then I can trade it here. I'm fine with the trade. Just gonna chump block. Okay. I think you made the right play there, making that exchange. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was worried about... Alright, they're going to make their attack. I am going to block their dragon. I don't think there's much of a choice here. Because I think they have crippling... Crackle with power? Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty easy block for me. All around. Burn down the house, okay. And we'll say yes. They're dead to our Oketra if they don't have a follow-up play. Yeah, alright. Oketra and her fat butt. I think it's a her, I don't know. It's a dog. It's a creature. We are 5-1. The name like Oketra. It sounds effeminate. It's a zombie. What am I saying? It's a zombie god, which is Weird. How can you be a god and be a zombie? That doesn't make sense. Does it? Or are all gods zombies because they're immortal? No, because zombies can be killed. Very interesting. I don't know how they earned the title of god anymore. It's very weird. Such a conundrum. There must be a rule or something. Maybe their immortality is just physical, and a zombie is just a husk of its former self. I'm thinking way too hard about this. I'm going to keep this hand. It's a little wonky, but we do have a bird. A turn 1 bird. Yeah, it's a little wonky, but I think this is keepable. Definitely go somewhere there, especially if we draw like an untapped land. They're mulliganing. Get the goose out. Let's go, goose. Sound effect for the goose. Alright. Play our lane tapped. And we will be aggressive. Get him. Get him, goose. Thank you. Ooh, we drew a land. Yeah, we're just going to play the Hedron Archive. That will allow us to play our Lyra next turn. No! Stupid Elite Spellbinder. Just a message. They're probably looking at the hand going, oh my gosh. Yeah, they gotta take that. That's probably the right take. Oh, I was gonna draw it too. Boo. I'm just going to eat their flyer. It'll be easiest here. Do this for 4. Fight me. Get him. Bully him with my goose. Or her. Kin dragon. Ooh. The witch. Alright. Get him. I'm gonna play... Oh, man. Yeah, I'll just play the angel. Get in there, angel. Kenrith. Nice. Real nice. Okay. I think I'll just make it a 2-turn clock. Alright. Now they can gain life with their guy. They can gain 10 life, but it does slow me down a little. They have no way to give it trample, and my goose isn't doing anything, so I'll block with my goose. I think I'll leave that in my hand. And I'll just start here. Okay, they're going to gain 10. They don't necessarily have to. I mean, if they have a farewell, I don't want to play Mirari's Wake into it. We'll just take it off the Voracious Hydra. Alright, they had to play their Kyra. They're going to have to target my flyer. They can't kill my Gideon unless they had a red source? Sure. Gideon is lethal, so... I mean, they're just dead anyways. Every rebirth looks like death. We won! Hooray! Another win! Kinrith is actually a really powerful card. That is such a strong card. Alright, even after our first muddling, destructive beatdown, we were able to win. Get into the final boss here. We've got a life to give. Hopefully we don't need to use it. I did say that I would play this. And they're running Giganta. That's not much of a sacrifice. They might be on Wooburg, but I don't think that'll be necessarily true. We're on the draw. Man, we could really use a dork here. We get 2 turns to draw one. I'm going to keep. Mainly because we do have a good turn 1 play. I don't know. This is fine as a 2-drop. I don't know how much I want to play it as a 2-drop, but it's fine. Okay. Yeah, it looks like they are. I'm going to play my guy as a 2-drop, it looks like. And just get in there. I'll probably play this as a 2-3. Oh no, we got a Palladium Mirror. That is nice. Ooh. Took our mediocre draw and it's leveling up to level beyond. Boo! Boo! The Inferno begins with a spark. Alright, well, we drew a land. We'll pay 2 life. Get my Garrick out. Punch him in the face for 6. Take it. We draw another untapped land. We could definitely throw lethal at our opponent. Okay. We did draw the land. If we play our Ronus, we want to play it after we pump this guy. So 6 is 12 with trample, and this will not trade. Yeah. They have to block or they die. They accept death, and we win! Woo! Oh, better lucky than good. We did it. We got there. We won. I won. Now it's for all my homies. For my homies. All right, let's take a look at the guy special once again. Ensure that it is delightful and awesome. Look at all these beautiful mana dorks. And fun spells. We never got to cast Finale at Glory, but man, if our opponent's decks had Wrath of Gods, our Finale would have blown them to bits every time. We did get to do the fun Kiora Captain Sisse, which was insane. Getting to draw 4 cards a turn, or 3 cards a turn, but tutoring 2 of them. So it was really fun. This deck actually played really well. It was really fun. All these cards were interesting. Beast Whisperer never really came into play. We never got a game with it. The game that we did get it, our opponent disconnected. Yeah, this deck was really fun to play. We saw that Sigardian Evangel has a lot of playthrough with Oketra. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Putting more creatures in your hand, recast them, cheap creatures, making 4/4s. Not to mention, we did Kiora with Oketra. Oh, that was a disturbing combo. And they were in the same set. Kogla, amazing card, great card. Phenomenal. Security Warden, phenomenal card. Lyra showed her worth, why she's good. Just a turn 5/5 flying, first strike, angel, lifelink. With any of these, either of these pump spells would have been lights out over the course of 2 turns. So she definitely did what she was supposed to do. Our deck was firing all cylinders. I think overall our deck looked really good. Things that I would change if I could. Maybe mix it up a little bit with different types of spells. Like Beast Whisperer is not necessary for the deck. We could have used another Mana Dork maybe. Maybe some interaction. Beast Whisperer didn't need to be in the deck. This could have been a legendary. Let's see from our sideboard stuff that we could have maybe played. We could have brought in Chitterfang. Chitterfang's pretty good with tokens. Emergent Sequence might have been better than Beast Whisperer. Let's see. Overall, I think our deck performed pretty well. I feel like we got a little lucky in a couple of our matchups due to the disconnection errors, but overall, I think our deck performed really well, and I think this was a really good example of how this format can be fun and not blue or black. So, yeah. All right, that's everything for me. That's all I wanted to do was get one more in today of the cube. Sadly, it's going to be gone by tomorrow, and we're going to be doing Baldur's Gate Alchemy Edition. So that'll be really awesome. Yeah. Hope to see you later, and have a good day or a good night whenever you're watching this. See you later. Peace.